Hello everybody, and welcome to your live watch along of Poland versus Argentina, but I'm also on the top of your screen will be, if you see the score going up of the top of your screen, is the other game in this group kick off at exactly the same time, which is Saudi Arabia versus Mexico, where still Mexico can still qualify, Argentina can still qualify, and I think even still Argentina can qualify. So it's close. Here we go.
Of course, hoping to lead Poland to the knockout stages for the first time since 1986. It's a wonderful atmosphere inside this arena. So much at stake. So much talent on show.
Hopefully this will be a good game, folks.
Ready for the two national anthems.
So hopefully this will be a good game, folks.
Please remain standing for the national anthem of Argentina. والآن يرجى مواصلة الوقوف بعزف النشيد الوطني للأرجنتين.
This is just going to be a fucking cauldron. Fuck me. You got to keep up, and then you go roll down for measuring. Sounds like a very atmospheric anthem.
Deafening noise. There are pockets of Poland fans, but this feels like an Argentina home game. They've been in here hours before kickoff. They know the importance of this game for their country and indeed for their captain.
You guys will know the lineups. They're either side of you. To your
In goal, Matty Cash gets his 10th cap of Aston Villa in the back four. The change is the introduction.
on your left, on my left, it is your Argentina lineup, and to my right, it is the Poland lineup today. So, and then down below, you have the you have the substitutes of both Poland and Argentina, and above you you have the score of the other game between Saudi Arabia and Mexico.
Fresh from his outing between Spain and Germany. Few goals between those two over the years. Will they both be celebrating this evening? The VAR hub is led by a Dutchman as well, Paul van Berkel, in charge of that team. Lionel Messi leads this one. Argentina have kept a clean sheet in 14 of their last 17 internationals. They've made 4 changes.
They got a good team,
including Christian Romero coming back into defence. And that for Lisandro Martinez of Manchester United. Enzo Fernandez, after that stunning goal against Saudi Arabia, makes his full Argentina debut in midfield. And there's also a start for Julian Alvarez of Manchester City. Lionel Messi, incidentally, another record tonight. His 22nd game at a World Cup for Argentina. He breaks the record previously held by one Diego Maradona. And Danny, we're privileged to see two of the world's best leading their nations tonight.
We are indeed. In decades to come, Steve, people are going to talk about these two players, especially Messi, and wish they get the opportunity to see them. We have that privilege again tonight, and I'm excited. I love watching him play. I love watching the best players in the world play. And this stadium tonight, by far the best atmosphere I've been involved in. It's electric.
Well, the possibility that this could be his World Cup farewell is a scenario most football fans don't even want to contemplate. The destiny is still in Argentina's hands. And unlike previous World Cups, Poland reached the third group game with a real chance of progression. Poland in the white and red who get us underway. They need a draw, remember. Just
the game's on the way. Poland versus Argentina is on the way, and I think it's the same. The other game's just a little bit behind.
It's important in terms of the group as well, because the group winners now know they will face Australia in the last 16 and avoid the reigning champions France.
Yeah, it's a huge count of that, because both these sides will fancy themselves against Australia. Obviously, you look around the teams, and Argentina have plenty of experience, big game experience.
So guys, keep your questions in the chat. Like, sub and subscribe if you are new to the channel.
And what a night it could be for Czesław Michniewicz, who only took over from Paulo Sousa in January. 4th Polish coach in 4 years. There hasn't been a Poland coach to lead them into the last 16 of a World Cup finals since 1986. It would be not doing my job if I didn't mention a certain Gary Lineker hat-trick in the group that year on his birthday today. And that's the last time that Poland celebrated knockout World Cup football. That's how huge a night it is for their nation. Di Maria. First corner of the night is Argentina's. You can hear the roar.
Yeah, just watching Messi, and again, that as the ball goes wide for Argentina, a bit like he did for the goal the other day, just hovers on the edge.
It's going to be an entertaining game.
Back towards their own goal and anticipates that edge of the box space in case it falls. So he does that so cleverly.
Messi himself is going to deliver this corner. 90 seconds in. Didn't beat the first defender.
Here comes Argentina. Here comes Argentina. Oh.
Slams the ground in frustration. Camille Glick didn't like the challenge from the former Manchester City man.
It's not a bad challenge. Got to try and win it. Stood it up well to Paul. Good lead from Otamendi. Can't quite get the direction. Nice positive start for Argentina.
Roshinsky is still down and requiring some treatment here. The Poland fullback.
Yeah, doesn't look too much in it, does it really? He's up, he's fine.
It's not too strong to say. I feel like it's Disney Buenos Aires here. As I say, there are tiny pockets of Poland supporters, but the noise from the Argentina fans is incredible. Can their nation give them something once again to really shout about? Martinez took the extra touch, which was brave considering that Lewandowski was about a yard away from him. Reminder, before that shock defeat to Saudi Arabia, Argentina were 36 matches unbeaten. And Lionel Scaloni, the former West Ham defender, Cash. Lewandowski turning and pulling it back towards Bielik. Still not clear. Bielik again for Poland, and this time the referee's whistle does go.
It was a good chance, Steve. Did well, Lewandowski, nice and strong, rode the challenge. Picked out Bielik on the edge of the box. A poor strike, actually. I think he was on his weaker foot, but he expected him to. It wasn't a clean, crisp connection. A really good play.
Malina into De Paul. Frankowski got back for Poland. Excellent challenge. Alvarez. Hernandez. Bringing it wide again to Malina. Atletico Madrid. Now Di Maria. Hernandez beaten to that one. Now there might be a Poland break on. Only really Lewandowski up with Zielinski, but he was looking for him. Romero in the way.
It was unlucky from Zielinski. It was good break. It was the right ball. Try and play that ball early when they got the counter-attack on rather than slow it down.
Acuna of Sevilla. Fernandez, his full debut for Argentina this evening. Messi dropping deeper. In from Acuna, cleared by Glick. Acuna will go again, trying to get away from Zielinski. Brighton's McAllister in support. Messi didn't give it up, which is always a problem onto his right. Couldn't connect.
Yeah, lost the ball at first, won it back. Tried to strike on his right foot, didn't get hold of it. First little sign of Messi in the danger area.
He scored in his last 6 appearances for Argentina. He's never scored 7 times in a row for his country. Di Maria. Zielinski tidying up for Poland. Fought by Bielik, but just overhit.
A few little bits of nerves out there to start the game. A couple of sloppy passes. Understandable on such an occasion. With the reward being
Keep an eye on both games for you, folks. It is Poland 0, Argentina 0, and Saudi Arabia 0, Mexico 0.
Out of the group at 11 of the last 12 World Cup finals. 2002 is the only exception. And the other side of the story A huge, huge incentive for Poland, who haven't been there since 1986.
Just mentioning Fernandez before, amazing to give a young man a debut in a game of this enormity. I mean, asking a lot from him. I know he's a talent, but really difficult for him, but we'll see how he goes.
Well, he made his mark with that goal against Saudi Arabia. In fact, before the World Cup, he hadn't played in a competitive international. Friendlies only.
He's obviously been showing his worth on the training pitch as well. We don't get to see that, of course. You get given a chance, you come off the bench, you score a wonderful goal, you get given the next one.
I've seen him a few times in the Champions League this season. He really has shone for Benfica. Here's Messi. Releasing the shackles. Di Maria.
Here comes Argentina. He's shot. All blocked.
And in the end, that's a Poland free kick for the foul on Lewandowski.
That's that close control from Messi. Here's the foul on Lewandowski, yeah. Romero trying to win the ball early, but that little bit of skill from Messi there. Those tight situations he loves so much.
Kivior. This is Christian Bielik on Birmingham from Derby County at the moment to find Berezetsky. Di Maria. Molina.
So far, 0-0 in both games, folks.
Switching play to Messi instead.
Messi.
He's got it on his left foot, Messi. Went for the near post.
What a save by the Polish keeper. By Wojciech Szczesny. What a save.
Well, we talk about game intelligence. The ball's gone wide. He doesn't try and get in there. He knows he's not going to out-jump anybody. Sits back on the edge of the box.
Corner went short, swung in by De Paul. Di Maria. And his fourth World Cup. He was looking for Otamendi at the back post. He'd stayed forward from the previous corner. Fernandez. Di Maria's seen plenty of the ball in the opening exchanges. Again, 34-year-old. Messi finds Rodrigo De Paul. He picks out Molina, his club teammate. That was towards Messi. Bielik in the way.
Come on, Poland.
Real physical presence in the box. So much joy out wide. Is have they got anyone who can head across in, or are they going to keep?
That's towards Messi. He got it down beautifully. Lofted cross, which Poland just about managed to deal with. And then another foul on Lewandowski. No, the referee's happy for play to go on that time. Di Maria. Fast start from Argentina. Can't link up with Messi on that occasion.
Getting a lot of joy down the right-hand side with Di Maria. I think it's imperative that Frankowski gets back and helps Bereshinki and doubles up with him a little bit.
So far, 0-0 in both games, folks.
Lewandowski. Let's come back to Lewandowski again.
Ah, come on, Poland.
call for Argentina.
And you guys might be wondering, oh, why do you want Poland to win? Because I've got
Just over around
a cousin who's got a missus who is Polish, so it's more family. No.
It's a messy chance again. Tight angle, isn't it? Makes the keeper work. It's all you can do from there, really.
Two more World Cup final goals. If he's offered the opportunity to get them, he takes in the level for his country's all-time record with one Gabriel Batistuta, who is inside this stadium this evening.
There's one thing for sure, this Polish side will get plenty of the ball because the Argentinians, although technically very good, they're not particularly athletic and tenacious, especially in front areas of the pitch, and even in the middle of the park, they're more technicians than defensive, destructive type players. So there's plenty of opportunity for Poland to get the ball down and play. There's loads of space out there, we can see that.
That was one by Spiderski. Molina stood his ground against Frankowski. Molina with the throw, brought back in tonight. He started that defeat to Saudi Arabia. Missed the Mexico game. Slaughter. Zielinski for Poland. Equally so. Fernandez back on it for Argentina. He's trying to feed Alvarez.
Very good play by Argentina. But too much on it.
But as you say, you cannot underestimate the importance to both nations of this football match. Reminder, if you are just joining us, earlier on, Australia victorious, so the group winners of this Group C will play Australia, the runners-up will play the reigning champions, France. In the last 16.
So England, you might have just got a, freaking reprieve for the quarterfinals.
Found Acuna onto his right.
No, it's France. France are going to be playing whoever finishes second in this.
Although he sets himself on a weaker
Oh.
it's a brilliant spot from Messi.
And Australia will be playing whoever tops this group will be playing Australia.
His 46th cap tonight. He's never scored for his country. Marcus Acuna offered the opportunity after that ball from Messi. Krakovia. Poroshinsky almost got there.
So play down in the Saudi Arabia-Mexico game. Hopefully it's not too serious.
Molina. Liverpool's forward run, fouled by Di Maria. Two in the penalty area, Messi on the edge of it. Look at full stretch.
Really good run from the Paul. Imperative you have runners off the ball when you're probing.
Alvarez. Messi assessing the options. Another brilliant ball to Acuna. Run for the header.
Yeah, doesn't get the header right, Acuna, but they're giving Messi far too much space in that deep area. He will find the right player at the right time if you keep giving him that much space and time.
So far, not a lot is happening in both games.
Argentina of Sampdoria. The right-footed player playing left back for Poland this evening. Here is the right fullback, Mati Cash. Away from Alvarez.
That's a free kick.
Poland free kick.
Scored from Mati Cash. First time we've seen him burst like we see him every week in the Premier League. Use his pace and his power to get Poland up the pitch. Because really him and Zielinski down that right, Zielinski down the right-hand side should be causing Argentina problems. Right decision.
Holding his shoulder there, Mati Cash, up on his feet. So Poland with the free kick opportunity.
Come on, good ball in the box.
Kowski leaves it, whipped in by Zielinski. Headed away by Romero.
It's a good header, wasn't it? Whipped in from that distance from Zielinski with real quality.
Hopefully we get a goal soon, folks.
Bielik. Lewandowski. Referee happy for play to continue. Świderski. Cash thinks he's got Poland in the corner there, and indeed he has. Otamendi.
Great pace, wasn't it? Got to try and get Świderski involved in this game, Poland. He's playing in behind Lewandowski, but we haven't really seen him as an attacking threat or a defensive help at the moment. I'm not sure what he's actually doing in there right now.
Prior to the corner, the traffic needs to be separated by the Dutch referee. Leaving his innocence, so Zielinski to take Poland's first corner. Played comfortably by Alvarez. Zielinski once more. Little touch from Glick.
I think it's one area they might think they can get some joy. Poland set plays, crosses into the box. Got some big lads, good quality, doesn't he, Zielinski, with his crossing either foot. In great form at the moment for his club.
6 goals already this season for Napoli. And of course that goal last time out against Saudi Arabia. That put Poland as group leaders going into this final match day in Group C. That's cut out by Świderski. Di Maria. Too strong for the ball. Messi, Fernandez. Di Maria on this left-hand side now. taking on Cash.
Oh. So, if you guys are enjoying the stream,
All stemmed from Romero getting in front of Lewandowski because the ball up to him wasn't great. It's crucial for Poland that they give him good balls to keep hold of because tenacity of the two centre-halves was good for Argentina.
Short.
still 0-0 in both games, folks.
The Paul. Messi went again. Cleared only as far as Acuna. McAllister, his 10th cap. Brighton's top scorer this season. De Paul. Messi was never getting to that. De Paul has been penalised.
Yeah, De Paul and Fernandez have been guilty of giving the ball away for Argentina at times. Not even under great pressure either.
Flick, 102nd cap for Poland, the 34-year-old centre-back. Away by Szczesny.
Poland obviously happy to give up possession.
So, guys, keep in the chat, like and subscribe if you are new to the channel, and also let me know if you're enjoying the stream. And keep an eye on Mexico versus Saudi Arabia as well. So hopefully, because it,
it's as you were, so a draw would be enough for Argentina to progress as it stands, and Poland would win the group. And a reminder, winning the group could be huge in terms of avoiding a knockout tie with France. What all Argentina asked was for it to be in their own hands, and that is exactly the case.
Although the last Argentina-France game I had the privilege of being at in Russia, that was arguably the game of the tournament.
I'm not so sure Argentina want a quick repeat of that,
No.
though. Even if your dulcet tones were on the game again. Lewandowski chasing this. All alone at the
oh,
Di Maria. Round Cash. Poland were appealing for a whistle. It didn't arrive. For Paul. Maybe first touch cost him.
Yeah, Paul.
How can Poland break here? Fabulous tackle from Martinelli. I've seen plenty of those down the years.
It was a great tackle, a really good tackle. Very committed, you know how that's what he does. Him and Romero very similar in that respect. Looks fine to me. Elaborate jump in the air, he's up 20 seconds later.
Yes, Frankowski's okay.
They're both central defenders who like to have the play in front of them. We haven't seen enough runners from Poland play some percentages balls in behind that back four, get them turned round, make them run back. They don't want to do that, especially Otamendi. Keep playing into the striker's feet, makes it easier for him. He enjoys that side of it.
still 0-0, folks.
Big favourite of
Not far off. Half an hour nearly gone in both games.
Spurs games before the tournament.
What a block!
Didn't get the connection. Acuna!
And just wide.
Right across the face from the fullback.
Super effort. Caught it really sweet. Great left foot. Fought past the post. And just before that, we saw the block actually from Alvarez's shot. Crucial block, wasn't it? Looked like it was going in the corner. You see by his face. It's the closest they've come.
From an unlikely source who's never scored for his country. It's just raised the decibel level further inside Stadium 974 here. Both ends of the stadium are just blue and white. Incredible scene, actually.
Well, what you said as well, Al, this was happening before the kickoff. Outside the stadium, the songs, the atmosphere.
To Billy for Poland.
Oh, he messed up there.
Some great players on that drum.
Oh my God!
And the pass of the ball certainly favoured Argentina.
Fuck Poland, we're gonna score.
Messi. No way through on that occasion. Every Poland player once again back inside the Argentina half. Otamendi. Messi. Acuna. Alvarez was on the move. It didn't reach the Manchester City striker.
No, it was great defending from Matic. Positioned himself in a great area. It was Messi again with the pass that got them in.
And just too isolated.
Yes. And the quality's not there going up to him, never mind being isolated. They're giving him really difficult balls.
Acuna, Alvarez. Messi into the ball after the return. Clearly up in the way.
Be a long evening for Poland to keep playing with that poor quality as they get out. Did well winning it back. Nice.
Another Saudi player is down injured.
Di Maria's got Argentina another corner. Di Maria is going to deliver this one. Right on top of the goalkeeper.
Ooh,
Szczesny had to keep his
good save.
fixed on the ball there.
He's already sneaking out, Szczesny. Should be coping with that a bit better, to be honest, and catching that.
Poland clean sheets in their last 3 World Cup games. They've never kept 4 World Cup clean sheets in a row before. And Argentina very much hoping that isn't the case this evening.
Well, they need to improve and quickly.
The Paul this time. McAllister trying to apply the flick. Romero.
Still 0-0 in both games still. Folks.
Fernandez. Alvarez dropping deep. The Paul. He wanted it at the back post. He was trying to steer that into McAllister. It's another Argentina corner.
It's another good bit of defending as well. It was a better effort from the Paul. McAllister getting in at the back post, he saw the run.
Short again, square to Messi. Fernandez.
I think Messi's a little bit disappointed with that. He's not set it to shoot, it's stuck under his feet, so hard to get any.
Try to do a Vanessa's Fernandez, but he's just gone over the top, and it's a goal kick to Poland.
Szczesny away from Di Maria. So a reminder, 0-0 in the other game between Mexico and Saudi Arabia at the Lusail Stadium. So it's as you were currently before kickoff. It would be Poland winning the group and Argentina as runners-up. But as I say, that could change in a blink of an eye, and it could be now. It's Alvarez.
What a save, Szczesny! In the Poland goal.
Szczesny's coming again, didn't get there. Now over the crossbar. Now Argentina think he got a man. As Messi stays down.
Well, it's a good save first of all from Alvarez. McAllister bursting through. Looks onside. Great little pass, good take. Can't quite lift it over Szczesny. And then as the ball comes in, didn't look much in the replay there. He was actually going down, so here it is. Nah. Not enough.
Now Scaloni clearly had a different opinion. It is obviously being scrutinised currently by VAR, and that is why there is a delay. They are checking a possible penalty.
I think his hand touched his face without being too much contact. I'd be amazed.
I've been amazed already in this tournament. I saw the Portugal penalty the other night.
I think the less we say about that one, the more we can get in trouble.
Well, Danny is being sent over here, Danny McAllister. His Dutch counterpart in VAR is asking the Dutch referee to have a look himself.
I don't see there's enough in there, because if you look, he's gone for it and he's just missed it. So it's a genuine attempt to go for the ball.
He gets a head on the ball and he gets a little tap with his hand on the face, but I'm not sure. Contact doesn't always mean a penalty. Not for me.
Argentina's hopes in the hands of Danny McAllister, the Dutch referee, who is having a really long and close look at this.
Well, we can never predict VAR anymore. Why do we try? Just wait till the decision.
And here it comes. It's a penalty.
That is ridiculous decision. That is ridiculous decision. That is ridiculous. That is never a penalty in a 1,000,001 Sundays.
Messi will have the opportunity for the penalty spot.
No.
So a player goes and dives, he then sticks his hand out to go and reach for the ball. But because a player's jumped up, And because his hands accidentally hit his face by accident, he's given a penalty for that. That's a shocking decision.
What a huge moment this now is. Wojciech Szczesny, of course, saved the penalty in the Poland goal against Saudi Arabia. Lionel Messi's already scored from the spot in this tournament. He has never scored in 7 games in a row for Argentina.
What a save! Oh, it's a save! It's a save! Szczesny a save from Messi? You never thought you'd say that! Szczesny a save from Messi! Oh! What the fudge?
There is no 9th World Cup goal for the match.
What the fudge?
Here comes the Argentina corner.
He is saved from Messi? Nah! Justice has been served for Poland. Justice has been served.
Oh, what a couple of minutes we had there.
Amazing. Does feel like justice was done to me. Very soft penalty decision that. What I'm thinking in VAR at times, but still can't take it away from Szczesny. Superb. Need to get themselves together, Poland, and quickly run the rack.
Argentina pushing. Messi to Acuna. Laid it back. Desperate defending again from Poland. And we're just about surviving back there. Acuna.
Here comes Argentina.
Anywhere will do for Poland at the moment.
Well, Lewandowski's thrown his hands in the air, but he's got to spin behind. He can't keep coming to feet. He's got centre-halves who want to engage. He's got to spin and run behind, give the midfielder something to play into now and again.
No, it's always the midfielder's fault, Danny, you know that. Lifted in by Di Maria. Alvarez. Messi wants it and receives it. And then drills it across the face.
Brilliant ball from Messi. Screaming for what striker to be coming in and getting himself a tap in. Here's the pen. Strong right hand, wasn't it? Look, it's over him, but brilliant. And it's not right in the corner, but it's hit with some venom.
3 games, 2 penalty saves. For Wojciech Szczesny. Hasn't reduced the noise of the Argentina supporters, let me tell you.
So that's the first actual clip on the channel that you're going to get from this stream today, folks.
Molina. Messi. Twisting, turning, unable to shoot.
Do you know what? I thought he just done the first dummy perfectly to shoot on his left, and he tried to do one more. He's getting in some great positions though, isn't he? Great spatial awareness, intelligence of where the other players are on the pitch. Looks like Poland maybe have got Zielinski to go and play behind Lewandowski and Świderski to come out wide right. They need to change something. They've got no joy.
The ball takes over from Di Maria, who pokes it to Messi. Alvarez. Wants the room for the shot. Gets it eventually.
What a save!
And then back into his arms.
Gets it from Alvarez. Took some responsibility. Used the decoy run. Come in. Good strike. Got away with it, Szczesny there. Got away with one.
Right in the air by Fernandez. Shinsky. Stopped by Molina. It's going to be that kind of night for those supporters. Here come Argentina again. Angel Di Maria. Good cross, ripped away by Cash.
Brilliant from Cash. Great position because Messi was 2 yards behind him waiting for a tackle.
So guys, keep your questions coming. Like, subscribe if you're new to the channel. Both games is 0-0.
Goalless in both games. As it stands, Poland win the group, Argentina runners up. One goal here or at the Lusail Stadium would change all that. As it stands, Argentina would play France. Messi. Gets it back from Di Maria. He's looking for Acuna again. Cash with the header. Awkward one from Bereszynski. The Paul. With a curling cross, can Acuna get there? He can't.
Was put in a good area from the ball actually. Can't do much more than that. They're probing, they're pressing. Creating some chances. Looks even better from that angle. Lewandowski pretty pleased and I don't blame him.
3 minutes of time.
3 minutes right on time at the end of the first half. 3 minutes.
In Stadium 974. Acuna. Molina. Messi taking charge. Showed too much of it to Bielik. Lewandowski has nobody ahead of him. And 3 players around him. He's done well to get a throw.
Yeah, he's talking to. I can't blame him. At the moment, they're waiting to go out of this tournament. They've got no threat, no plan. Doesn't look like they've got a plan to help Lewandowski and try and get in behind this Argentinian side. From an attacking point of view, it's been really poor from the Polish.
Foul on Cracovia as we head into the final minute of first half stoppage time. Opportunity to put this towards the Argentina penalty area, but that's extremely
Poor.
disappointing delivery.
Poland have been poor in this first half,
Yeah,
folks.
unlike him, there wasn't many going up for it anyway, was there, to be honest? I think they need to get to half-time, rethink. Coach, get them down, make a couple of changes, a few tweaks, try and come out with a different plan.
Molina. really, really hard to play through. And that is the last action of the first half. No way through for Argentina. They had the opportunity from the penalty. Lionel Messi's effort saved by Wojciech Szczesny. And it is goalless at the break, Danny.
Yeah, I think they'll be reasonably pleased. I know they didn't get the penalty, but they dominated possession. They've had the best chances.
Half time. 0-0.
So at the moment it feels inevitable, but while it's 0-0, we'll have to wait and see.
That is the half-time scoreline in Stadium 9 for Poland 0, Argentina 0.
So it's as you were in Group C, with Poland provisionally on course to progress in first place and Argentina advancing as runners-up, meaning they meet France in the last 16 on Sunday. But it could all change in an instant, of course. A goal for Poland or for Saudi Arabia, and the other match would leave the Argentines facing elimination. And that's something that doesn't bear thinking about for you, Pablo.
No, I don't think so. Hopefully we can score a few goals and then capitalize more our chances. But I think Argentina, it'd been okay, but I think they have to move the ball out a lot quicker. Yeah. You know, when they've been dominating possession and all that, but I think we have players to play so much better, to find Messi around the 18-yard box, a few combination, and that's the only way to score. You know, what we saw from Poland in the first two games, they were too defensive. They just keep that defensive shape very compact, and it's very difficult to break down.
I mean, Argentina have been very dominant, and Poland haven't offered anything at all. But it's going to be a nervous second half. But most of the games have been like this.
I mean, Argentina have had most of the possession, created the chances, but still been very sloppy. I mean, Poland have offered nothing, no support up to Lewandowski. All they've done is kick and hope, really, and the hope that he'll hold it up. Someone might run off him, and they've given nothing. But I haven't been that impressed with Argentina either. They've been so sloppy. Yes, they've created chances, but I still, there's work to be done there, definitely.
Hope for something better in the second half, really.
We'd like to think so, but we've been to a few games where we've been sitting here saying exactly this in the first half, and then all of a sudden, after a team talk, they let the guys wake up and come out and blow us away of goals and performances. So we're hoping for a little bit of that today.
So guys, we're going to see you in about a few minutes. Let's go football.
Here, we're just thinking, they can't give that. Then he goes to the monitor, you think he's going to give it, and then they did give it, and it's a
disgraceful decision, Gareth.
I mean, it's not a clear and obvious error, that's for sure.
This isn't what Barkley brought in for. He's flicked his eyelash, starters, and the fact he's going over looking at it, I think it's an outrageous decision that's been made. Look, barely touches him.
Never ever a penalty. I mean, can you remember when they brought VAR and they said to us it's just to clear up the clear and obvious, and they're not going to re-referee the games, and we keep saying that. I mean, that's never a pen. No. I mean, you got four guys here who think exactly the same.
Yeah.
Four guys that play football.
Yeah. Ridiculous. Penalty, fantastic save. I mean, obviously, it's not
credit to Szczesny because he was a great save.
Yeah.
He's been really good in this World Cup. Great goalkeeper for
It's funny though, for all Messi's strengths, penalty is probably not the greatest of his strength. He has missed quite a few, and he scored a hell of a lot, but he has missed.
Szczesny's probably one of the best penalty takers in the world at the moment. He's got a goalkeeper, a coach who's been. They've been analysing penalty
Polish
takers.
goalkeepers actually. They've saved 4 of the last 6 penalties they've faced at World Cup. 2 from Jan Tomaszewski. Remember him in 1974? No, you weren't probably born. And two from Szczesny at this tournament. He saved actually a third of the penalties he's faced for Juventus as well. So 5 from 14. So
a really good save.
He is the man. Elsewhere, you felt like Argentina are getting a bit of joy. Well, both flanks really,
both sides really
playing narrow, but particularly down the right.
In particular down the right hand side. Yes, they've had 1 or 2 good moments also down the left, but I just think that the lack of tracking from Poland down that side, and if they're cute enough and clever enough, then they'll be able to get in and do more of that, because the timing of the runs have worked, but their final ball really and their final pass or effort has just stopped them. But that's it there. Look, there seems to be a reluctance from Poland to go with runners, but that's a very good position to be in again. And when I say Argentina have been sloppy at times, that's what I mean, because they work it well in there, but then it should be a little bit better with that final ball. There again, that's a poor finish, but that for me, that's been a constant. Not a bad strike either. They work it well down there. It's a wonderful strike though, wasn't it? Just wide.
Messi, I suppose, in this case, not really had opportunities other than the penalty, of course, which is a really good opportunity. But, you know, he's the one man that looks like he might create something. He's hit some lovely little passes.
Yeah, but many times we have to see Messi come in there to get the ball and just go from there. And we need to make sure that with Di Maria and with Enzo, especially in that midfield, we need to bring the ball into Messi in a better position. We need to find him outside or around the 18-yard box, as we spoke before the game. You know, he's where Messi will create some damage. Is where Messi is the real threat. But if he comes too deep, then of course we leave Julian Alvarez alone front, which is not good.
It's crazy when you see when you hear it live, you can see the panic in the stadium, the expectation from the fans, but on the pitch there's panic in the Polish team as soon as he gets the ball. This was similar to the goal he scored the other day where he received the ball, but he sees the situation, takes it into a different area. Chesney makes a decent save at the front post. But if anything's going to happen, it's going to come through Messi. Di Maria as well, I think, has been probing. But I agree with the guys, just they've got to fix up on the last part of this to really unlock the door.
There's such a reliance on him in this team. I mean,
It's a terrible header.
you look around and you think, okay, where else can it come from? I don't see too many other areas that they're capable of doing that other than him.
Well, it's been tough for Messi finding his teammates, but it's been even tougher for Lewandowski. He seems so isolated, really.
Imagine being him, coming from a team where he has most of the ball, where players around him, he's so isolated, left on his own. He must be sitting there thinking, please someone get near me. Look at the distance between him and his teammates as the ball gets up to him 30 odd yards before anyone's even can see him. And he has to hold the ball for probably like 2, 3, 4 seconds before he's even got
So
a
guys,
chance of being able to bring anyone into play. I think he could have done better at times in holding the
keep
ball
your questions in the chat, like, and subscribe if you are new to the channel.
Look at that. 3 players running towards him in blue shirts. The other player's 30 odd yards away from him again. Look, hunting impacts as well, taking the ball off of him. I mean, you guys played up front. That must be so disheartening if you've ever played in a team like that.
Yeah.
It's almost an impossible role he's playing there, because he has to hold on to the ball for so long that by the time it goes to him, it's impossible, because there's going to be 2 or 3 Argentinian players in and around him to take the ball off him. But they haven't conceded yet, so I suppose they'll be reasonably
At the
happy.
minute, they're top of the group. I mean, both these games are 0-0 being played at the moment. Both the earlier kickoffs were 0-0 at half-time as well, and they produced goals, so don't worry. As well as the football, we've got loads of good stuff for you across the BBC.
22 strangers are about to play the game of a lifetime and to hopefully win up to £120,000. They'll work together as a team, completing epic missions. But hidden amongst them are the traitors. It's up to the others to banish them before they become their next victim.
I'm not a traitor, I swear on everything.
The Traitors. Press red to watch on BBC iPlayer.
And also on BBC iPlayer, we have 2 brilliant documentaries on 2 icons of the game, Lionel Messi and Ronaldo. That's the Brazilian one, not the one currently looking for a new club. And Group F is all up for grabs tomorrow afternoon. Croatia versus Belgium is live on BBC One, with Canada against Morocco on BBC Two.
Is it this way to Stormzy? A little hug?
Yeah, a big hug.
Louis? Well, I didn't mean the Were you always funny?
Was always odd.
Share this moment with this community.
Can I ask you about dating?
I'm all out of ideas, Louis, if I'm honest.
I try not to think about it too much because it puts me in a sense of stress and anxiety.
There you go. Look at the man mountain.
This is going to be interesting. I mean, I'm fine with it.
Louis Theroux interviews. Watch on BBC iPlayer.
We're going to take you back 40 years for the next few minutes to Poland's joint best performance at a World Cup. Here in Qatar, we've seen football interwoven with the political issues of the world. In 1982, it was no different. Here's Paddy Geary.
Oh, it's going to be close. You'll be interested.
Spain 82, the Sunshine World Cup, opened with a sign of peace. For Poland's players, it must have felt like another world. Their nation was in turmoil, but out of the storm came a remarkable team. The Polish squad left a nation living under martial law, suppression and suspicion.
News has been coming out of sit-ins, strikes and skirmishes in factories, steelworks and coal mines. Some union officials will now go on trial on charges that could carry the death penalty.
The Soviet Union stared threateningly over the border as the communist authorities tried to stamp out the protests led by a former electrician, Lech Wałęsa, and his trade union known in English as Solidarity. But the football team brought hope. For some years they'd been a force, unfancied but unflinching. In qualifying for Spain they'd been perfect, but their World Cup began quietly. Goalless and listless against Italy and Cameroon. To stay in the tournament they'd need to beat Peru. But how could a team of mostly working class players shut out the background? Polish workers were demanding the right to strike. Their leader Wałęsa had been imprisoned near the Soviet border a year earlier. A time for heroes, a time for Zbigniew Boniek. The Polish Pele, when it mattered against Peru, Boniek and Poland were inspired. The team from a nation that had been on the brink of chaos were through to the second group stage, 2 games from the semi-finals. The first was against Belgium, Boniek's match. One of the finest hat-tricks ever seen at the World Cup meant Poland would just need a point from their next fixture, a game that could hardly be bigger, the USSR.
The match in which the lines of sport and politics are inexorably interwoven. When freedom of voice is denied, expression must find a different outlet.
Sport, politics, history and society merged in one match.
The match which the Soviets need to win and the Poles can afford to draw.
The context as big as the contest.
Actions off the field have added to the feelings on.
Poland got their point, and in doing so, knocked the Soviets out. But there had been a hitch. During the match, Boniek was booked.
And the yellow card shown to Boniek.
That meant he'd be missing for one of the biggest games in Poland's history, the semi-final against Italy.
The Polish team, and the absence of Boniek, he is a star player, is outstanding, and they may miss him.
It proved a handicap too heavy.
Poland will play in the third place match, but Italy are in the final.
Boniek was back for the third place playoff, and Poland's golden generation went home with bronze. The nation they returned to would be transformed within the decade. Wałęsa would become the first democratically elected president of Poland. For a few heady, sunny weeks, this team were Poland's most beautiful distraction.
One of my favourite lines ever of commentary was from Barry Davis in that Poland's match with the USSR. When freedom of voice is denied, expressions must find a different outlet. So many parallels really with today, particularly in that part of the world. Politics and sport, as much as we'd love to keep them apart, will always be inextricably linked. That World Cup, I think you've said before, that's kind of the first one you remember, 82, isn't it?
Yeah, I was 11. Spain 82, Italy winning, Paolo Rossi, leading goal scorer, 6 goals. I don't think he scored in the group stages, did he?
No, and also he was banned from playing for 2 years for match fixing.
Yeah.
There was a lot of discussion in Italy about why is he playing? He shouldn't be playing. And then there was more when he didn't score in 3. And then obviously he scored the hat-trick, didn't he, against Brazil? And he got 2 in the semi and 1 in the final.
Yeah,
Tardelli celebration, Rio, have you seen that one?
Yes,
That's marvellous. Let's hope we see some goal celebrations in the second half. 92 World Cup goals so far, 16 of them have been in the second half. So Pablo, forgive me, Pablo, you're going to be all right. Not looking too confident. Is that Mauricio Pochettino? Well, he's going to make a change. He's got to do something. I mean, as it hands, if they hang on, it looks like they'll do something.
Yeah, they will. I think we were talking in the break about getting someone near Robert Lewandowski. They've done that in the second game. They were better off. But again, if they do that, then they might open up more spaces. So we'll see what he's got. I don't think he's got to really gamble.
Yeah. I think Argentina will make changes, Pablo.
Well, we'll see. Probably he's going to be very proactive with it. So we'll see. Maybe he stay with the same team and bring some players on after 60 minutes.
Yeah. Well, Argentina out on the pitch. Only the substitutes look ready. Here come the rest of them. Danny Murphy and Steve Bauer will talk us through those substitutions when we know who's going off.
Yes, thanks, Gary. It is Świderski and Frankowski who have been taken off for Poland. And there are the two players coming on. Jakub Kaminski of Wolfsburg, and that number 26 is Michal Skóraś, a 22-year-old midfield player who is going to appear for Poland for just the second time. And it's in this crucial game here against Argentina. The penalty saved in the first half is going to get us underway.
Second half is underway. Argentina 0, Poland 0, and Saudi Arabia 0, Mexico 0.
So take two. Will it be both of these nations or one of them that we see again in the last 16?
Well, it looks like Zelensky's joined Lewandowski straight away. The two substitutions.
So far, it's not been a bad second half.
No impact on the game whatsoever. Strange choices in the first place, actually, with some of the players he's got on the bench.
No changes yet from Argentina. They clearly love a change in the scoreline. Despite the fact, as it stands, they'll be going through. But
Come on, Poland.
As it stands, they would be playing France. And it would be Poland against Australia, who earlier today reached the knockout stages for just the second time in their history. Molina's cross.
Oh, fuck's sake.
There's the early breakthrough for Argentina. Alexis McAllister of Brighton. 60 seconds into the second half. Had his first ever international goal. And what a time to score it.
That's the only enjoyable moment of this game. Because nothing else other than that has happened. Other than the goal. And miss it. That's my cousin's missus, but I'm being supportive. Yeah. Support. It's always nice to be supportive. It's like if your team goes out of the tournament, you hope, and so. I hope Poland get back into an Argentina get battered.
What a season the 23-year-old's having. 5 Premier League goals back home for Brighton, and his first Argentina goal
Which don't
comes in the World Cup finals and at this crucial stage.
No, but it's the same like most people want to support Brazil or Argentina. That's all because of Messi and because of Cristiano Ronaldo. Bollocks.
You can hardly hear yourself think inside this stadium now.
It's exactly the same for that.
Deafening noise.
Oh, and he changed the thing.
Can you hear yourself think when you're not inside the stadium?
There's a loud noise, I think. Done that very often. So as it stands, Argentina goes to the top of the group. And as Danny rightly says, Poland have to change their attitude now. It's the first yellow card of the evening. Foul on the substitute Skóraś by Acuna.
I think Lionel Messi will be a little bit relieved. Naughty tackle that, by the way. on the substitute score, Ash. Goes in the book.
First name to do so this evening. Now what can Poland conjure up from the resulting free kick that Zielinski is going to deliver? With that right foot of his... And the 34-year-old had an opportunity there to equalise.
It's a great lead, but super ball in from... We said in the first half, didn't we? They might get some joy on set plays. It's close. Really good header from Glick. Look at the difference now of the press of Poland.
Fuck off!
There's the current standings for you. Argentina would top the group. They would avoid France. Poland would still be through. But if in the other game Saudi Arabia were to take the lead, it would be them who would go up to second and Poland would miss out completely.
Amazing supporters, aren't they? Incredible.
Tremendous backing they've had, Argentina.
Oh, I'm getting sick of hearing that name. I've heard Brighton nearly most of the games. Especially when you... You know what's weird? The worst one is Ecuador. They got 4 players for Brighton in their squad. So that was annoying. And only like one of them I've never even heard of.
No way through on that occasion for Di Maria. That's a pole.
Lewandowski, fucking do something. Come on, Rob.
Now, I've got news coming in from the Lusail Stadium where Mexico have scored.
I've got both games on, but one's just a bit behind.
By a goal to nil. And that would not be enough as it stands to go past Poland.
Henry Martin, what a name.
The score by 4. That is essentially good news for Poland. At the moment.
Brilliant tackle. Superb from the ball in the middle of the pitch. Setting the tone.
I still don't get how he's Mexican.
Just caught him on the
Henry Martin.
He's up.
But apparently he was.
Obviously.
Apparently that's a Mexican name because he was born in Mexico. But it's unusual. And you know what makes it even more funny? His brother's called Freddie Martin.
Here's the other one, scorer. Shot deflected, then cleared by Romero. Bielik. Dispossessed by DePaul. Here goes Messi. Closed at the moment. Still Messi. Well, that run was rolling up the ears.
Who has indeed? Listen to this crowd. I think as you
I was a bit weird with the penalty decision because a lot of even commentators thought it was a bit harsh.
Comes off his right foot a little bit. Smiling look.
Okay.
Can happen to even him. Best play we've ever seen.
And they all want him to score. That's what
okay.
the fairy tale is, to make sure here's an Argentina's World Cup journey continues.
In Argentina, you're gonna get beaten by Australia if you play them. Oh, the Aussies. And also, they're our good friends, are the Aussies.
Fernandes.
Yeah. I agree with you on that, but give it a right good go. So I didn't even expect them to finish top of the group.
It's an interesting dilemma for the Poland manager in the fact that he'll be getting news from the other game and you know, aware of the goal difference situation, because at the moment they're still through. If they go gung-ho and try and get back into this game and end up conceding 3, 4.
Yeah, could you always... He's the...
Di Maria. Molina on ahead of him. Disappointing delivery from Di Maria in the end. Fabulous control from Messi.
Zielinski.
Just there in the nick of time.
Zielinski's been the one who's been... Jeez. Nah. It's by a guy that nobody's heard of.
Mexico. They're 2-0 up now against Saudi Arabia. That doesn't alter the standings currently.
It's getting complicated. That goal difference.
We need a swing of 4.
Mexico, why couldn't you wear your away kit? The kit that literally is sold out everywhere, that everybody wants.
Into that left block to Alvarez.
Because the most popular shirt at the World Cup is Mexico's away kit, because it's literally in every retail store. It's sold out worldwide.
That constant playing left to right, probing is tiring out his Polish team, struggling to get out again.
Because it's the one shirt I've been wanting to see Mexico wear, but they've been playing most teams who have been wearing white.
He did brilliantly to retain that. 3 defenders around him.
Yeah, it's literally sold out, because as soon as that shirt came out, it sold out. I'm saying if you go to different countries, they'll be selling them in like their versions of like outlet stores, which would be selling off football shirts and stuff like that. So it'd be like otherwear, stuff like that. So it's all physically everywhere. But their Mexico shirts they're always up there as like one of the best. It is. I've seen it, and I want to see him wear it in this tournament before it ends. Because it looks good. Because it's like the designs, what you don't rarely see.
Incidentally, just on your point earlier on, Danny, one more Mexico goal or one more Argentina goal, Poland drops to 3rd.
Wow. So one more Poland goal or one more Mexico goal and Poland go to 3rd.
Well, Poland is still in control of their own destiny, aren't they?
Yeah, that's why it's so popular, because of the design of it.
Positivity to get back into the game. Not worry about what's going on anywhere
Yeah.
else.
Well, if Mexico score again, they'll change completely.
Yeah. That.
Romero.
I don't mind it, but it just looks like it depends who their brand is or something. Oh, it's Adidas. God, it's not Nike. Yeah.
He's going to make his 2nd.
Yeah.
Of the tournament, and
I'm glad it's not Nike. If it was Nike, it would be shite.
127th Argentina cap.
because as we know, for having a Nike sponsor, the shirts have been very rubbish.
Who started the defeat to Saudi Arabia.
Tagliafico.
So important how the coaches use that 5-sub rule now. Get the fresh legs on at the right time, whether it be for defensive stability or whether it be to be more courageous.
Now that is typical. Sounds like a very typical Mexican name. Luis Chavez. Like that's the guy who did the free kick. But we're doing that. He's a very interesting. He can play as a centre mid or he can play as a defensive mid. But he's just shown he can do a lot more than that.
Will watch the half an hour or so of action remaining to see if his nation stay top of Group C, stay clear of France, and go on as it stands to play Australia in the last 16.
Enzo.
Messi saw the brilliant run of the substitute Tagliafico.
Ooh.
Came in from McAllister again.
Oh yeah, I forgot.
By Chesney.
Good chance from McAllister, man of his technical ability. Gets in some great positions, and he's normally very assured. We've seen that this season with some great finishes.
If you play for Benfica, you should be scoring goals.
The vision of Messi again.
Ah.
He just sees all the pictures.
Oh, he's only just joined.
Poland not going to make another change imminently. Damien Szymanski. Is the latest fresh legs.
He's actually the Fernand.
His 10th cap. Scored 1 goal. That was against
No, he got called Fernandez because he's named after an Argentinian legend.
Bilic is the one to depart.
He's actually lucky, Bilic. He's been one of the better ones, put himself about.
I think. No, Argentinian legend named after a three-time Copa America winner. Who, funnily enough, isn't Argentinian. So basically, he's got given a surname which is not even for the country that he's played for. Yeah, South Americans are weird. Weird people. Jeez.
Tagliafico.
Jeez. Jeez.
Keep that in.
It's going to be difficult for Poland to create.
Wow, that's a bit of a shock. If you're into that sort of music.
It's a warm evening here in Qatar.
Lewandowski. And struck to Messi. He's got Alvarez with him. Still Messi. Oh. Argentina corner.
comes to life when he gets the ball, doesn't he? He has his little breathers in between. He's earned the right. As soon as he gets it, he's off. It's good defending, actually. You do feel a second goal would be the end.
Short again. Fernandes. Alvarez.
Germany don't play till tomorrow. Or something like that, yeah. Wait.
McAllister. Cross came Glick.
The little technical tweak from Argentina has actually helped them gain even more balance and possession in the game. Poland substitutes haven't been able to make an impact at all, have they, in this second half?
Lothar Matthäus checking the scores there. He's played in more World Cup games than any other player. Messi's gone 3 behind him tonight. As it stands, he would have the opportunity to add to that total in this tournament.
Chelsea are in Abu Dhabi, if you want to know.
McAllister, the goal scorer.
Because we've apparently we're actually going to be participating in a Challenge Cup against Aston Villa for a trophy.
Messi again with the drop of the shoulder. He's found Molina. Cut back to Rodrigo de Paul. For the penalty area here. McAllister. Fernandes.
Oh, Man City can get fucked. Anyone who plays Man City can get fucked. You can suck my wiener, chop it off, and throw it in the fucking sea, you absolute pleb. Come on, Poland, I still have faith. Lewandowski, you'll get your goal. He'll get a goal. They're not that bad when...
It's a brilliant finish from Alvarez. We've seen his quality, haven't we, early in the season with Manchester City. We haven't actually seen him do as much tonight. But when he gets that chance, bang. Well, his team don't deserve anything else. They've sat off. Whether they can't physically get up the pitch to press this Argentinian side, or whether they don't want to, I'm not sure, but it's been coming.
The look of anguish, incidentally, on the Poland coach's face. is because this is the scenario now. Poland and Mexico are level on goal difference and goals scored.
Yep, bye-bye. Nobody's going to really care because you're playing in a league which no one's even interested in. So no one's going to be interested.
On 4 points because
yeah.
of the disciplinary points, they had less yellow cards. Talk about fine margins. But for Argentina,
you know what's interesting? So he goes and said, "Oh, I want Champions League football," and he goes back on that. So he actually gives teams an actual chance, thinking that they can get him. That's just being a dick. Oh, if it's for
They know the rules to go out because they got more yellow cards.
Well, that's as it stands.
Yeah.
You don't want to be flying in with tackles now.
But they don't know. But they don't know. How many is it? Do we know?
Come on, Dan. I thought done quite well to explain that.
You did.
Praise from Murphy is hard praise.
Yeah, you're gonna get.
I only asked you because I know you didn't know.
What I do know is that Mexico scoring it's a lot simpler. Poland a third in the race.
Mad.
So Alvarez, after those 7 goals in a Manchester City shirt, has his third for Argentina, his first at a World Cup finals. Big moment for the 22-year-old.
Yeah.
There's no legs in the Polish side.
Here come Argentina again. Messi!
Fair enough.
He did not expect to see anything other than the nesting of the net.
So basically, everything Ronaldo is saying, it's coming out to all be a lie, a shambles, and he should be ashamed of himself because he's lying about literally everything he's saying.
That was Romero.
So he's not putting himself in a good spotlight.
This is the incident.
Yeah, he didn't quite get hold of it, Messi.
It's like he's... Yeah. No, it's from like...
You know how I always like to satisfy you?
Yes.
I've got the answer to your question.
I know.
7 yellow
Yeah.
cards from
It's just
Mexico.
the only thing is, like you said,
Imagine if we see
he's...
3 bookings for Poland now.
Like you said, he doesn't care about money like you say he does. That's him. He's lied about that because if he didn't care about money, he would have gone no.
When you think about it,
He would have gone no to... But that's just be... Yeah.
could go out. Why haven't we seen more yellows?
He could literally retire right now and he'll be fine.
You want to see your players be tenacious and try and win football matches with some positive play and some fight.
Jędrzejczyk is
Except it...
short to replace Bereszynski. In fact, on that note, Poland haven't had a single yellow card this evening.
The only time you don't see any money coming into it is if you go non-league in literally in any country.
We've had a conversation before about making sure they don't get any yellows in case they lose 2-0. Not going to happen.
You do in our country. You sometimes don't. You see not a lot.
What a ball.
Yeah.
He's onto it. Oh dear. And he couldn't finish it.
And then everyone else followed.
He's onside. Another superlative pass from Messi. Does he just get a nudge there as he shoots? Hand on the back. Expect him to score though, don't you? Not happy with himself.
Wow.
High expectations.
What? I never thought I would ever hear this if it stays like this. Mexico are going to be livid. Because if it stays like this, and Mexico don't score another goal, Mexico are still going out.
Lauro Martinez and Chairman Petzela are waiting to come on for Argentina for the last 17 minutes or so.
And you know the only reason Mexico are going to be going out is on the fair play points.
Back to that Alvarez chance, we shouldn't forget. Not only would it seal the deal completely for Argentina, as it stands, would put Poland out.
Yeah. Unbelievable.
Extraordinary scenes in the two games in Group C this evening.
So it's coming down to that fight, to that point, to decide who goes through. I never thought there was a thing called fair play points.
One more Argentina or Mexico goal, they wouldn't be in the top two in Group C.
I understand when you play better quality, of course, sometimes you have to drop off and defend and be hard to play against. But there's
Here we go.
a game where you have to beat
That's why they're doing it. Because both teams are level. Both teams are level on points, same goal difference, same goals and head to head. And that's, I think that's all three. Is it for Saudi Arabia?
And now the group.
So, because then it would then have to come down after that. It would have to come down to like yellow cards, red cards. if it got even more technical.
As we head into the last quarter of an hour.
That would be one of the most cruelest ways to go out. If you go out just because you've got one more yellow card than another team.
So the 2 goals from 2 Premier League players have Argentina in charge.
And one of them should have never have scored because one of them shite.
On disciplinary points as it stands. Messi. McAllister's on the move. Messi wanted it back. He's wanted to Paul instead. Oh. Otamendi coming across. He's not going to get there. Lewandowski. Fernandez for Argentina.
It was good tracking that little nick off Lewandowski. Good anticipation, spotting danger. You have to when you play in that position.
Now that team's gonna be unstoppable next season if they got Ronaldo in their team. Because he'll have a good partner up front.
Gets it back from Messi.
Yeah. Yeah. Because it's... Because my favourite African player plays up front for them. I think it's Abubakar.
McAllister.
And he's hardly done anything the entire tournament.
He's going to get his free kick in the end.
There's a yellow.
7-5. Krakowiak, the recipient of it.
Can I just ask you a question?
Huh?
What if we get to 7-7?
Good question. One I will endeavour, whilst watching the game, Daniel, to get the answer to. Here comes the double Argentina substitution. Petzela and Lauro Martinez. Alvarez could have had 2, but he has his first World Cup goal.
Yeah, it's a brilliant finish. He's worked hard, runs off the ball, trying to do his work as well defensively. And there's Fernandez going off. He can be pleased with his night's work. Started a little bit nervously, but grew into the game.
So Lautaro Martinez of Inter Milan, who started the first 2 games, left out 4.
I bet you're happy with another player staying at Rhinos for you.
And so to Petzela, who plays his football in La Liga with Real Betis.
You must be happy about that. Eagles have had no one signed in literally the last month, so they might have done all of our signings.
I mean, that's so deep.
All they've done is just one of the assistants has left, so they brought someone back.
I will.
FIFA draw lots to decide who
Yeah,
goes through.
called Paul Broadbent, who's basically quite a legend for Eagles.
Would FIFA be drawing lots with a live audience or behind closed doors?
Might get you to do it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Very much doubt that.
You're too expensive.
So, I don't know which one of them's left, but I hope it's not the one I'm thinking of.
Wouldn't I? So you could be my partner in crime.
Guilty by association. 10 minutes of the 90 remaining. And the curious thing is, the bigger minutes for Poland, given the extraordinary situation we've been explaining to you. It'll be still 2-0 to Mexico at the Lusail Stadium against Saudi Arabia. McAllister. Tanifico. Piątek is still waiting to come on down there, incidentally, the Polish striker. Meanwhile,
Martinez wanted an early cross there. He made a great run.
McAllister. Glick in the way.
It's been good, McAllister, hasn't he? He's running off the ball into space. Not always coming to feet. Great variation in his play.
The ball.
Oh, that's what's left. Okay. Number 10.
Messi.
Oh.
Kivior.
Oh, I'm not going to be able to say. I'm not even going to be able to say that, but it's not a lot. Because some of the names actually are quite hard to say when for Poland. Unless you have heard of them. Ah. Number 10.
Messi. Brilliant.
He's now on loan and playing in Saudi Arabia.
Martinez, but it was overhit. And finally,
Number 10 actually played on loan for literally 31 games at West Brom.
Kogiak on that yellow card is the one sacrificed.
He struggled in the middle of the park, Krakowiak. Seen him for many years. Influenced games much more than he did tonight. Struggling to get about the pitch.
And he now,
especially in a two-man midfield.
and now he's at Krasnodar.
And the 27-year-old is on, and McAllister has been taken off for Argentina.
Well, there's the goal that settled them down. Such an important moment in the game, wasn't it?
And he's replaced by Thiago Almada, 21-year-old. just his second ever cap. And he was called up very late on for Carrera. He plays for Atalanta United. He's the first MLS player to play for Argentina at a World Cup. Last 7 minutes of the 90 plus stoppage time. Free kick. Everyone coming to the poll and checking their phones. They'll be probably struggling to work out the scenario where their nation is up to.
Well, you've struggled all evening, so.
You've been your usual helpful self. I just wonder, will they know that on the bench? Will they be telling the players back off?
I'm trying to look. I've been looking down for 10 minutes.
Doesn't appear they do.
Well, it doesn't, because you'd be saying as in no yellows, you know, you'd be telling someone, tell the lads no tackles, because they don't look like scoring a goal.
Oh, they might concede one. It's Laura Martinez for Argentina.
Oi!
Well, he's wasted an opportunity for his first World Cup goal, and it's one that could have sent Poland out.
It's an awful finish from a quality player who's so much better than that. Completely dragged it. He's frustrated with himself. Kivior, I think it was, could have been sending Poland home with that bad back pass. So much in the goal to aim at as well.
So it's still Poland, just, who'll be playing France, and Argentina facing Australia. But there's still time for that to change, as that chance.
I forgot what it was.
Martinez proves. Still 2-0 to Mexico against Saudi Arabia. Here is Martinez.
Oh, all I just said is he used to play for West Brom, and that was it. I don't remember that. I can't remember that. All I remember is West Brom. No, I just went and then looked at the lineup to see where everyone else plays for, because it's actually interesting. One of them actually plays in the MLS. Now Frank Gabolski actually plays for, I think, used. Yeah, he used to play in the MLS, but now actually plays for Lens.
Frustrated, irritated.
It's the player. It's a player who was up front with Lewandowski, but he went off at half time. Played for Charlotte FC.
Just been informed that the game at the loose side is 2.5 minutes behind this one. We could have an extraordinary situation.
Oh, could this be a Manchester United, Manchester City title race finish all over again to the end of a group stage?
Couldn't script this.
Because the Mexico game's 2 minutes behind this.
Poland free kick. Agony for the Poland supporters.
When FIFA is supposed to be that all second half kicks are at the same time, first half kicks are at the same time, because they're supposed to start simultaneously, so this doesn't happen.
As it stands, the answer is yes. On disciplinary points.
They had a good run and now it's ended.
To see a team go through without having a go in a game, showing some fight and some courage to try and be on the front foot, at least for a certain part. But the rules is the rules.
Shots on target might be better than yellow cards, don't you think?
Because I would, if that was it. Because I know how he feels, because I used to be a striker from like, you were a defender, I was a striker, and that was my school football team. We used to get beaten like 11-1, 11-2 most games. Sometimes I would try, and as soon as I think we conceded enough, I thought, why should I bother? If no one else is going to bother, then why should I? And I think that's what he's doing.
As well as in the other game. And there will be 6 more minutes here.
But you know, as soon as Lewandowski goes back to club football, he's going to score goal after goal.
As far as Poland are concerned.
Yeah. No real reason
Yeah.
for Argentina to try and press and use up too much energy to get the 3rd goal.
Yeah. But the one thing he can...
They had that wonderful chance, of course, to Aaron Martinez, who's got his arm up in the penalty area currently. Tagliafico. Given away by DePaul.
Wow.
Martinez. DePaul.
Yep. So Sunday looks like it's going to be England versus Senegal and France versus Poland. Entertaining Sunday. And England are fucked because we're not, because one of our players left, but that's good because he's shy and he can fuck off.
Messi. There's a man over. They found him. Tagliafico.
Oh my God! I thought Tagliafico was going to score.
It's still potentially alive, and it's an Argentina corner. This is how close Poland were to potentially going out to the World Cup.
They are lucky. They've been very lucky, this Poland team.
No. If it was me, I wouldn't give two shit for the BBC, so I'm saying you're lucky bastards.
Brilliant move. Patient, intricate.
I think he had. I don't know if he actually has had a single touch. I think he might have had one.
And there are 7 minutes of added time in the Saudi Arabia-Mexico game.
Let's have a look. Let's go right now. Lewandowski, let's see. Lewandowski. Chance created. He has. He created one. Touches in attacks. That surprised you. He's had 36. Passes in the final third.
Tagliafico never scored for Argentina.
Here we go. Successful He's got passing the final third 4, and he's been only dispossessed twice. So it shows how not long he's had the ball. Because you don't. That's what I'm just saying. It just shows how much of the ball he's not had, because he's only been dispossessed twice. When most of the time you would, in a game, you would see him, that would be double that or triple that.
It's a lack of quality. Don't look fit enough. Look tired after the first 2 games. Bad tactical plan. It's just been a really poor show.
Yeah.
You certainly wouldn't want to be watching the next game. I mean, the French have got nothing to worry about, as far as I'm concerned. If this is the way it stays, they deserved it.
So
they should have been on the end of it. Probably 4 or 5 goals down the road tonight from Argentina. The amount of chances they've had.
So basically, it looks like if England win, it's more than likely we're going to be facing France, and it's most obvious now. So basically, England fans, if you're thinking that we're going to win the World Cup, you can say sayonara, and we can wait another. Wabi Kazri, what a goal! Even though he injured himself. Yeah, but he also. Okay.
2 sharpshooters up against each other.
It'll be a long, long time before we see the likes of him again.
You have to wonder, given that chance in the second half and the penalty.
How on earth did France not even tackle Wabi Kazri? They let him run half the length of the pitch. Hello. It sounds like you're tired. Sounds like you're tired. What? Are you at home? Are you at home? I see you just got back.
Romero.
That's good.
Couldn't they in the last few seconds, Messi?
What?
Argentina.
Oh, I thought you were about to say me. For Christmas. Thank you. You should have.
As it stands, Poland are through as well.
Oh, thank you. You should have for Christmas.
That is confirmed yet, with Saudi Arabia and Mexico still playing. But it's finished in this one, Gary. Argentina 2, Poland 0.
Well, extraordinary circumstances as Poland wait to hear the news from the Lusail Stadium where Mexico lead 2-0.
That's a bit weird.
Steve has explained perfectly well. As it stands, Poland
will
go through on fewer yellow cards. So we are going to join our
But the only thing is, you can only use it at one time of the year. That's.
We welcome viewers on BBC One to what has been
a
thrilling second half. First half wasn't bad, and Mexico need one more goal to pip Poland and get through to the knockout rounds.
What have you got now?
This could do it. Breaks Mexico.
Yeah, that is a good game. I've heard that's a good game.
It's all too late for Saudi Arabia.
Why? Have they gone somewhere?
I can't believe what I'm seeing.
They might be celebrating something.
Offered nothing really in this game. Look dead and buried.
Oh, that's nice. So at least it also gives you a bit of a break because you just got back from work.
Great composure on the finish. That is a hammer blow for Mexico.
They will keep going.
I'm still surprised you're not tired. Because of you done a long day at work. It won't be long and you might be on PlayStation or something.
Pushing so many bodies forward, knowing they need that goal. It's like a punch the other end.
Or you might watch the shitty boys.
Unbelievable game of football this second half.
That's not on yet. Not yet.
Goes long.
Oh. Yeah, because I've been waiting. Oh yeah, was it me that was saying that I'm looking forward to that when I told you? Because I'm a big fan of the magical worlds and fantasy and all that. Because it's, if you're always down in the dumps, you immerse yourself out of this world and into another. So it's just you on your own. Wow. Asleep. Okay.
Crossing halfway for the first time all half and scoring. You couldn't believe that, but here come Mexico again. They've got to be quick, they've got a free kick, they've got to put everybody forward. Ochoa might as well go.
So you just...
Extra body up there.
Okay, I'm alright. Yeah, it was okay. I bet you went straight to bed after that.
Can they get the goal now? It has to be now.
Okay.
Oh, otherwise has been fouled, has it? Yeah, the whistle's gone. It wouldn't go in anyway, and I think that'll do it.
Okay. That film's good.
It is a Mexico win, but by too little.
But you got no one to go with.
The second half has been enthralling to watch. The pace has been frenetic. Mexico found their quality at the World Cup at last.
What were you going to say?
A free kick that you have to watch again.
Oh, what time will that be?
Magnificent from Luis Chavez, thumped in from range to make it 2, and then they threw everything at Saudi Arabia to try and get the extra goal that they needed, but it would not come, and it will be Argentina and Poland who go through.
All right then, that's fine.
This group. The
All right then.
listened, but it came a bit late. Final score: Saudi Arabia
Full time.
Mexico 2.
Argentina 2, Poland 0, Mexico 2, Saudi Arabia 1, and that means Poland are through, folks. Like, subscribe to the notification, get it, folks. I'll see you guys tomorrow for Morocco.